Beloved, if you're hearing this right now, it's no coincidence. God Himself has guided you to this moment, this message, this divine encounter. This isn't just another video or fleeting word. It's a sacred appointment, a heavenly summons with your name etched upon it. The Creator of the universe is speaking directly to your spirit, calling you to a divine shift that will transform every area of your life. Don't scroll past. Don't let this moment slip through your fingers. God is offering you a covenant of breakthrough, a promise of overflow that will move you from scarcity to supernatural abundance. This is your divine now, your moment to say yes to a destiny that's been prepared for you before time began. Hesitate, and you risk missing the door God has opened. Delay, and you may forfeit the shift that's meant to redefine your future. The heavens are aligning, the Spirit is moving, and this opportunity won't linger. God is saying, I've chosen you for a breakthrough. I've prepared a shift for you, but you must step into it now. Pause, breathe, and let this truth sink deep. Everything changes today if you say yes. You've carried burdens for too long, the weight of unpaid bills, the sting of rejection, the sleepless nights wondering if you'll ever break free from the cycle of just enough. God sees every tear, every anxious thought, every moment you've hidden your pain behind a brave face. He's not ignoring your struggle. He's declaring it's over. Heaven has issued a divine decree with your name on it. Your season of lack is canceled. This isn't just a promise. It's a covenant sealed by the blood of Jesus and signed with the favor of God. You're not begging for relief. You're stepping into an inheritance. The chains of debt, financial, emotional, and spiritual, are breaking now. God doesn't just reduce your burdens. He removes them. What once felt like an endless battle is now becoming a testimony of victory. Every bill that overwhelmed you, every dream that seemed out of reach, every door that slammed shut, God is rewriting the story. You're not just surviving. You're stepping into a season of supernatural shift. Let's be honest. You've stared at your bank account and felt the weight of zero. You've watched opportunities pass you by, felt the ache of dreams deferred, and wondered if your vision was too big for your reality. But here's the divine secret God is revealing. Your emptiness is not your end. It's your foundation. The world calls zero failure. God calls it a fresh start. Your lack wasn't meant to shame you. It was meant to shape you. Every struggle you've endured, every no you've heard, every delay you've faced, it wasn't rejection. It was redirection. God says, you've been faithful in the fire, so I'm trusting you with the flood. A flood of favor, a flood of resources, a flood of opportunities is coming your way. This shift isn't just financial. It's total your mind, your relationships, your purpose, your legacy. God is resetting your life from the ground up, repositioning you from borrower to benefactor, from overlooked to overcomer. Your story is no longer one of struggle. It's a divine strategy for success. You've survived seasons where lack was your only language. You've stretched pennies, faked peace, and carried stress so heavy it stole your sleep. But hear this. That chapter is closed. Poverty is not your portion. Scarcity is not your story. God has evicted lack from your life and issued a divine license for abundance. When God ends something, He doesn't pause it, He obliterates it. The curse of not enough is broken over you and your bloodline. The limitations that bound your parents, your grandparents, your past, they stop with you. This shift isn't just about your wallet. It's about your legacy. Abundance is your birthright. Overflow is your inheritance. You're not a struggler. You're a steward of heaven's supply. Doors that were locked due to lack are swinging open by divine favor. Access is being granted to places you couldn't afford, opportunities you couldn't imagine, and dreams you thought were dead. You're moving from survival to sovereignty, from scraping by to supernatural supply. Your new normal is overflow relentless, unending provision. What if your bank account became a billboard for God's glory? Get ready, because it's about to testify to His goodness. Divine deposits are coming, unexpected checks, surprise blessings, business breakthroughs, and favor that defies logic. Not because you hustled harder, but because God has mandated it. Your obedience has opened a portal. Heaven is funding your future. The numbers in your account will no longer bring fear. They'll spark worship. Money isn't your master anymore. It's your ministry tool. Your financial story will preach louder than words, declaring, "This is what happens when God shifts everything." Prepare for miracles that don't make sense, settlements you didn't expect, opportunities you didn't chase, resources you didn't earn. God is saying, "I see you, I favor you, I fund you." This isn't just provision, it's restoration. Every tear you shed over lost opportunities, every moment you felt robbed, every door that closed, God is paying it all back with interest. He's not just returning what was taken, He's multiplying it. The enemy's plans are flipping into divine profit. Your losses are becoming lessons, your pain is becoming power, and your setbacks are setting you up for a comeback bigger than you could imagine. For too long, you've been unseen, working in silence, dreaming in shadows, giving while others overlooked your sacrifice. You've cried in private, encouraged others while your own heart broke, wondered if your gifts would ever shine. God says your hidden season is over. He's pulling you from obscurity into divine visibility, not for fame, but for purpose. He hid you to prepare you, to deepen your roots so your fruit would last. Every seed you planted in secret is now sprouting into a public harvest. You're not just being noticed, you're being appointed. Opportunities aren't just knocking, they're chasing you. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered. Business deals are forming, clients are seeking you, and divine connections are aligning. This isn't just elevation, it's activation. The world will see your wealth as a testimony to the God who lifts the humble. You're going from invisible to unstoppable, from forgotten to favored. The stage is set, and heaven is your spotlight. This covenant of shift isn't just about money. It's about dominion. God isn't just blessing your finances. He's expanding your territory. Ownership is your promise. Legacy is your portion. You've rented long enough, watched others hold keys while you held only dreams. God is rewriting your story. Your name is going on titles, deeds, and contracts. Real estate miracles are coming. Property is part of your shift. You're not just moving into a new home. You're stepping into a new dimension of authority. Your children's children will inherit the foundations you're building now. This isn't just about you. It's about your bloodline. God didn't bring you this far to borrow. He brought you to build. Land, legacy, and limitless provision are yours. Claim them now. You're not walking into this season alone. Heaven has assigned supernatural allies to your destiny. Angels are clearing obstacles, accelerating assignments, and dismantling delays. These aren't ordinary moments, they're divine movements. Expect unusual favor, meetings that defy logic, people who say, "I don't know why, but I want to help you." That's not chance. It's divine orchestration. Your business, your vision, your purpose, they're backed by heavenly investors. You're not alone in the boardroom or the battlefield. God has sent reinforcements. Your ideas, once scribbled in notebooks, are now being funded. The dreams you thought were too big, God says they're just the beginning. You're not meant to scrape by. You're meant to bankroll movements. Heaven has approved your purpose with unlimited capital. Resources are flowing, collaborators are arriving, and strategies are downloading. You're not chasing wealth. Wealth is chasing you. Gone are the days of toiling and exhaustion. God's favor doesn't demand burnout. It delivers breakthrough. You're entering a season where your work carries supernatural efficiency. What took others years will take you months. What felt like struggle will now feel like flow. You're shifting from grind to grace, from hustle to heaven's help. People will marvel at how fast it happened, how your life exploded with favor, but you'll know the truth. God did it. Your obedience opened the door. Heaven supplied the overflow. You're on heaven's payroll now, and God doesn't pay minimum wage. Your name is at the top of his direct deposit list. Every time you gave when it hurt, every moment you stayed faithful in the dark, God recorded it. Now he's sending surplus not just to meet your needs, but to fund your generosity. You'll pay off debts, sow into ministries, build schools, and bless communities. You're not waiting for help. You are the help. Those closed doors, unanswered calls, and missed opportunities, they weren't rejections. They were protections. God was saying, not that path. I have better. Every no was steering you to a divine yes. The rooms you begged to enter were too small for your destiny. The people who ignored you couldn't carry your calling. Now, get ready for the yes that erases every no. Offers are coming, deals that don't make sense, invitations you didn't seek, wealth you didn't expect. Not because of your connections, but because God said yes. You're walking into spaces custom built for your purpose. The wait wasn't wasted. It was strategic. God was calibrating you for this moment. Struggle used to feel like home. Survival was your strategy, and pain was your normal. But that contract is void. Heaven has torn it up. You're no longer bound by lack. You're released into abundance. Your identity isn't struggle. It's sonship. You're not a victim. You're a victor. Your life is becoming a downpour of blessing, a river of favor on dry ground. The seasons when no one saw you, when your prayers seemed unanswered, when your work went unnoticed, God was there. He was preparing you in private for a public unveiling. Your silence is over. Your announcement is here. Your testimonies are no longer dreams. They're your daily reality. People will ask, how did this happen? You'll say, God shifted everything. Don't be surprised when strangers see your gift, when platforms open without applications, when nations hear your voice. God is amplifying your story for impact, not ego. This is your testimony season. Every sacrifice you made, every seed you sowed, God saw it. Giving didn't diminish you. It multiplied you. You're entering a cycle of perpetual harvest. Every act of generosity, every moment of faith, every tear shed in secret, God is returning it with increase. You'll reap where you sowed, even where others forgot. The world teaches scarcity. Heaven delivers surplus. What left your hands was never lost. It was invested. Now, ideas, partnerships, and promotions are manifesting. Keep sowing. The more you give, the more God multiplies. This shift comes with supernatural strategy. You're not just praying. You're planning. Heaven is downloading business models, creative solutions, and industry-shifting ideas. You'll wake up with blueprints, dream systems, and receive clarity that sets markets ablaze. God isn't just giving wealth. He's giving wisdom. Your moves will carry weight. Your decisions will shape destinies. You're not guessing anymore, you're governing. Shift from confusion to divine precision. The kingdom needs wealth with purpose, and you're being equipped to lead. Everything is clicking now. You've prayed, fasted, and waited for a breakthrough. But the breakthrough isn't coming from outside. It's rising within you. God is shifting your mindset from desperation to dominion. You carry the answers, the light, the power. The delay wasn't denial. It was development. Every trial built your wisdom. Every closed door sharpened your discernment. You're not waiting for a miracle. You're becoming one. The enemy fought you because he saw this moment coming. But it's too late, you're awake. Stop saying, "I'm trying to make it." Declare, "I am the shift." Doors open when you walk in. Solutions appear when you speak. You're heaven's disruption on earth. You didn't miss your moment. Every delay was a classroom. God trained you in hidden places, not to punish, but to prepare. While you waited, He built your endurance. While doors stayed closed, He deepened your insight. While others rushed, He rooted your character. Now you're ready to carry the weight of this blessing. You're not chasing status. You're walking in substance. Your next step isn't ordinary. It's prophetic. This shift isn't just progress. It's divine movement. Right now, I invite you to seal this covenant. If this word stirs your spirit, take 3 urgent actions today. First, hit the like button to declare your faith in this divine shift. Second, subscribe to lock in your commitment to this journey. Third, drop the number 77 in the comments, a sacred signal to heaven that you're saying yes to God's plan. God is watching. Your destiny is calling. Will you answer? Will you receive? Let's step into this shift together. Your overflow begins now.